Hey guys, and welcome back to another video, and today we want to take a look at another war in Tribe. But today we're doing it in a different fashion, because today the war isn't looking that great. Like, so far we have done like 8 attacks and got like 2 3 stars or something. So what we're about to do is we have on our own 4 attacks, which means I'm in this war with Itsu and Itzo, which basically means we have 4 attacks. So we're going to do all of them together today, and I will plan them together with you guys and show off how exactly we're going to do them. That's kind of the plan for today. If you want to see those attacks getting live performed, make sure to check out my live streams. Yes, they're going to be in German, but still, if you want to enjoy hopefully nice gameplay, make sure to still hop over there and enjoy a couple of nice Clash of Clans attacks. But for now, guys, if you want to support me over here on my channel, and if you're buying gems, for example, in-game, or spending any sort of money on the game, make sure that you have a creator code in your settings. It's helping us so much, and if you want to support me, well, it's just creator code ITSU. Thank you guys so much for all of the crazy support, and I think we should get started with the first plan, right? Like, this is how the war's looking, right? Like, how the war looks right now. And their bases are already way better than the last opponent we had. Still, not the best, we have to say, but already way better than the first ones. Still, we want to take a look at the bases, and this is the first base, and the first thing which comes to mind is the 4 ground expos. So what I thought on this base is the town hall is kind of exposed. In addition to that, the queen is right in behind the town hall, which means if we send in the queen and the king for the town hall, we should be able to get the enemy queen, which means Zeblado is an option over here. So this is kind of the entry idea. I'm using the king to walk into the town hall. We should get this entire town hall compartment. Obviously, we're zapping the back end, which means we're using the lightning spell on the clan castle, on the wizard tower, on the sweeper, and then playing Lalo on the bottom side with taking out the enemy royal champion with an ice golem and the royal champion itself. So that's kind of it. So let's get started with the attack, starting off with the lightning spells on top of the clan castle. So what we're trying to take out over here is Sweeper, Wizard Tower, the enemy clan castle, and the mortar. Obviously, we're waiting to damage the enemy king as well, because the enemy king is going to defend the enemy queen, and we want to take both down. That's kind of the thought process in behind. So we're using the lightning spells, got the king a little bit of HP, or like got away a little bit of the HP of the king. Now our own king with a wizard, and as soon as the ground expo is locking onto my king, we're using a wizard at the top side, wall breaking in, and then just like keep going. With this wall break, or like with the wall open, we can use our queen as well, using the king ability nice and early. Luckily, there's no giant bomb in this compartment. There's even the tornado trap, so we got already a lot of value with this town hall dive. So we're taking down the enemy queen. Town hall's getting taken down as well. Now we're sending in the royal champion with our ice golem, because we want to take down both enemy heroes. Because if that's the case, like we took down both heroes, then we have already like a huge freedom when it comes down to our slammer, because we do not need to invest that for like the enemy queen kill or whatever. So meanwhile, royal champion abilities getting used. There are 2 air defenses close to each other, which was kind of strange, but still, royal champion did her thing, and normally the plan was to start off from the left side. But I feel like with the air defense placement right now, it's better to start off from the right side. This might be our better shot at this. So what I'm going to do is just place the loons, the lava hound, the ward, and everything, using the haste nice and early, because I want to make sure that my loons are getting into this air defense and the scatter shot kind of quickly. Now the first group of loons is getting targeted by the eagle, so we're using the warden ability nice and early to make sure that we're not getting any damage. And now the next couple of loon groups from the bottom side, and this should be looking pretty good, even though now we have the sweeper against us, because nothing went really into the core to make sure that like they're taking the shortcut kind of with the bomb tower. But still, it's looking good. We still have 1 freeze left, we have the slammer left alive. So this is looking really damn good. We can freeze the sweeper 1 time just to make sure that our loons are getting into the sweeper a little bit quicker. At the top side, a couple of more minions, and this base is completely wrecked. We have 50 more seconds to go. So the first out of the 4 attacks is already a 3-star for us, which is nice. One more quick thing is that we're going to use 2 times Lightning Lalo and 2 times Queen Charge Hydra, because that's kind of the preset armies which I had on those accounts, and I just want to practice those 2 armies a little bit more. So this is why we used those. So let's see how many more 3-stars we can get. And then obviously at the end of the video, we're taking a look at if we won that war and if we can like increase our win streak a little bit further. So this was attack number 1. Let's get into attack number 2. And this is the next base, which first off looks, well, it's kind of like a legend base, to be honest. It looks pretty similar to a legend base. And the first thing when I saw this base one more time is seeing so many things at one place, especially with the clan castle around, is obviously like a lightning dream kinda. So what I was thinking about is trying to use the lightning spell onto the clan castle, air defense, scatter shot, and expo, and in addition to that, trying to hit the enemy royal champion. So one small trick you have to notice, if you want to take down the enemy royal champion, because a lot of people are saying you cannot lightning the enemy royal champion, and that's straight up wrong. You have to make sure that the enemy royal champion is like on his spot, because if the royal champion is moving, there's a little bit strange hitbox registration. So most of the time when the royal champion is walking, she's not taking any damage. It's kind of strange. Either way, the plan after this is trying to go for this air sweeper, which basically means we have to use our heroes at the top side like king and queen, then something on the right side to make sure that our royal champion is going for the sweeper, and then we can play the Lalo from the bottom side to push everything into the core. In addition to that, we have to use something like a Goblin Blimp or something to take down the enemy Town Hall, because then we can combine this with the early Warden ability to make sure that we're saving our troops kind of against the enemy heroes, which is the enemy Queen, because she's going to stay alive and we won't take her down. So one more time. Lightning the clan castle and everything around, and then something like a baby dragon or like a, I don't know, like a Yeti on the right side, like wall breaking the Yeti in, so the Yeti is taking those defenses out. And then kind of in between of the top side where our heroes are, like the king and queen, we're using the royal champion, and the royal champion should have a straight path into the multi-inferno tower and the sweeper, and then Lalo onto this bottom air defense with like 3 hounds, and then the blimp just to make sure that we're getting the town hall out of the way and we can save the warden ability for something more important. Then obviously the question is, what are we going to do about the enemy queen? Well, headhunters, here we go. So we're starting off with the lightning spells like always, zooming in as good as possible kinda. One quick reminder, guys, if you haven't switched it off, make sure in your settings the screen shaking option is turned off. This is huge, this is really important. Now the Barrier Dragon, a couple of loons to snipe the Archer Tower, and then the King at the top side and the Queen on the workshop, so they're funneling each other into the base. So King is placed, Queen is placed as soon as he is going for the second gold mine. Meanwhile, the defense on the right side are getting taken down, so this is perfect because we want to create pathing for our Royal Champion. Our Royal Champion is supposed to go for the cannon, bomb tower, Archer Tower, and then he's supposed to go for the multi-inferno tower and the sweeper. This is kind of the plan for now. Now, as soon as my queen is approaching the enemy air defense, we're starting off with our Royal Champion. Royal Champion is going so far perfectly, going for the bomb tower, going for the Archer Tower, Queen is helping, King on the outside. Now the Royal Champion is taking down the sweeper, Royal Champion ability. So we have already taken down a lot of this base, and the important thing is we took down the sweeper. This is kind of key at this point. Now the Queen ability, and now we can get started with the Lalo. So the next thing is obviously we cannot skip the right side, which is the Wizard Tower and the Tesla. Then a delayed Lava Hound, and then the next Lava Hound always like coming into the base with a couple of more loon groups. I told you already how to use this Lalo strategy. And now we have to wait for the headhunters, because on the right side there's the king, so we have to use them someone from the bottom side. I have to freeze the ground expos and the town hall just to make sure that my headhunters can actually take down the enemy queen. Now we use the warden ability, and yeah, I mean, there's not too much left standing, to be honest. The town hall's going down with the super goblins we had in there, and I mean, there's a huge loon parade going on, and there's only this one air defense left standing. So this was a freaking crazy overkill. Was insane. And well, this attack turned out way better than I thought. So overall, really great attack, I would say. and we even had the swag. I mean, we could have swag probably way more on this base, but still, let's make sure that we're dropping the haste spell on top of the enemy clan castle, just to make sure that the enemy base builder knows, like the enemy knows that he should switch his base. So that's something which is kind of funny, but still, we got the triple, which means so far we are 2 out of 2. So 2 attacks done, 2 triples gotten. Well, we are still on the hunt for the perfect war and for our next win for the win streak. So on this base, we are switching strategies. Now we're about to go into the hybrid part. And what we're going to do on this one, we're starting off the queen at the top right side on the gold storage, letting her walk to the right. On this part over here, she's going to lure the clan castle, so we have to be extra careful to make sure that we're dropping the poison early. Then some sort of funnel on the right and get the queen into this multi-inferno tower compartment, and we should be pretty good to go. Because the king funneled at the beginning the top side, and then we are creating like a really nice path for our hybrid, because the hybrid is supposed to go into the town hall, getting dropped onto the town hall, then following this path of defenses. The queen is supposed to get like a second wall break to make sure that she's getting even deeper into the base. And then we have like this really nice pathing. And the siege barracks obviously wherever the king stopped his way. This is the plan. It's pretty straightforward, I would say. So let's get started and see if it somehow works. So we'll start off with the queen, like I said, the gold storage, and then with the king right away to make sure that the funnel is getting created. As soon as that's done, we're using the healers and the loon to make sure that our queen is staying alive, and like our own queen is chasing the enemy royal champion. We should be good, and we do not need to use a rage over here, which is awesome for us. But we need to be careful and watching the HP of our queen, because like I said, the clan castle is about to come out as soon as our queen is going for the warden. So now the baby dragon and the loons. One more time, I kind of like gamble over here, because I'm saying, okay, there's most likely no black mine. This is why I'm tanking with my baby dragon for the loons kinda. And now the queen is like walking around. Wallbreaker is set. I'm freezing the clan castle once because I do not want to use my queen ability just yet. And there were like 2 witches and like a lot of headhunters in there. So that was kinda a strange clan castle. So we had to make sure that our queen is staying alive. And now queen is going for the next gold storage and is actually backtracking kind of for the expo. So I think she's going for the tunnel, which means this messes up our plans completely. So now we have to react. There are 2 options now. Queen is keep going for the town hall and like going for the top side, or she's coming back for the multi-inferno tower. Either way, I started with my siege barracks at the bottom side because well, I somehow need to get started. I need to get started at some point. So what I'm doing over here, I'm starting with my hybrid just in between of the queen and the siege barracks. This is a little bit strange, and it's not that, it's kind of, we have to react at some point and start with our hybrid, because you guys see as well, it's already 1 minute and 20 seconds left. So we need to get quickly through this base. Using the heal spells in the core to make sure that our miner or like Hawk Rider is staying alive. The next heal spell, because all of the troops are like getting into the danger zone, which is the enemy scatter shot. And to be honest, there are a lot of Hawk Riders and miners flying around. So this is going to be really close. Now the tornado trap is rotating our Hawk Riders outside of the heal spell, which sucks. But still, our queen is alive, our royal champion is still alive. So this should be, even though we had to wreck quite a bit, this is still looking pretty decent. So we're using a wizard, like a couple of archers for the clan castle to make sure time is not an issue, because we have only 35 seconds left. And even though most of the mines and Hawk Riders died out, we still have our royal champion, we still have our queen. So this should be a triple, even though it was a close one. We have to say, the queen did not step as we expected her to do. So we had to kind of do really fast adjustments. But still, I think we did a pretty good job on that one. And we got the next triple on our hands. So far, 3 attacks, 3 stars. That's how we do it. Next base, and this one is kind of looking like an old legend base once again. So those guys have like mixed bases, couple of anti-3, couple of anti-2, legend style. So what we're about to do on this one, we're going to charge the town hall. What most of the people are doing on this sort of basis, and this is wrong, is they're wall breaking their queen into the expo compartments. This is not, now repeat this is not needed, because the problem with this is then the queen is getting into the Inferno Tower range way too quickly, and it's really hard to like judge where exactly the queen is going to step. This is why we are going to let her choose the side where she's going to go, and then war break her in later on. Then we have the king and the siege barracks on the outside. We have the hybrid kind of in between, and this should be pretty good to go. So really straightforward plan once again with the hybrid. Should be good to go because we have a lot of rages for our queen charge. We can take care of the enemy clan castle really easily. So normally what you try to do on this base is you should have the clan castle round where the single firm tower is, because otherwise the clan castle kill is way too easy. But let's see if we can somehow pull this off. We're using 2 headhunters because there are 2 enemy heroes in front of the town hall. And we have a nice clan castle because Infernal Dragon is coming out first. So we can get rid of that really nice and early. Now the queen is taking care of the lava hound. We had to use the poison early, using couple of minions to support. And so far everything is looking pretty good for us. Obviously we have to use the rage in a second to make sure that we're having no problems against the enemy heroes. Using our queen ability, if you would have had to use our queen ability that early, this would have been a huge issue. Like, we need to save this queen ability for later on if she's maybe stepping into like the range of, I don't know, the Inferno Tower or something. The next thing is why those headhunters are on teaser bases that great is because they run straight into the town hall and trigger traps. So for this, I knew there is not any tornado trap which could cause my queen getting rotated into the town hall and cause her to die. So this is a huge help for me, obviously, and this is why headhunters are so crazy good. They can trigger so easily traps. It's crazy. So meanwhile, the queen is taking care of all of the defenses. It's a little bit risky right now, like it's really close on the queen is dying or something, but still, so far staying alive. Which means she has chosen her side, which is the right side on this case, so we can get started with our troops, which means the king, the siege barracks, and the funnel, and so on. So for now, we're using the next war break. The Hawk Riders are getting into the base. Warden behind, Royal Champ behind. And this means we're good to go. Heal spell to make sure that my troops are staying healthy, getting into the first scatter shot. Now, meanwhile, we have the P.E.K.K.A.s going on the outside. Queen is not really going into the single front tower. We have to freeze that in a second. What I'm doing really... This was kind of close, to be honest. But now, Queen is taking down the single front tower. King is actually walking in front of her, which is not the best, but still it's pretty good because he's taking the scatter shot right now. So we can delay the heal spell, using the heal spell for the bomb tower. And this is looking pretty damn good. Healers, a couple of them at least, switched over. We have so many mines and Hawk Riders alive. This should be an easy peasy triple over here. And well, as I said, it's really important that we saved our Queen ability. Otherwise, she would have died against the single front tower because our freeze was a second too late. But still, this is a crazy overkill. This is actually our 4th attack in this war. And this is the 4th triple I gotten in this war as well. So, really good war for us. And this should pretty much secure us the victory in this one. But let's double check how the war is looking at the moment. And then obviously we'll take a look at the end of this war as well. So at the moment, 25 stars. But I think, yeah, the stars are coming in as well. So 28 stars. Pretty good overall. You guys saw our finish over there. Pretty good. You guys see as well 12 pack, which basically means 4 attacks, 4 triples. So 12 stars overall. Nicely done. We have 2 more bases left. So let's check it out how the war finished. And we actually won with a perfect war. Eve Check and Eve Maxley came in with the clutch attacks, doing their job. And this means the next war is in. So we have the next win over here as well, 36 stars. And well, it was a fun one. Let me guys know how you like this video and if you guys would like to see more of those attacks, like in the future videos when I do those. And well, I just hope you guys enjoyed the attacks. If you want to see more live attacks of mine, make sure to hop over to Twitch in today's evening in the live stream again from 8 p.m. CEST. And well, otherwise, I will see you guys back tomorrow. See you guys until then, and bye bye.